I guess audio test. Ah. Yeah, I think we're good. We're good to go. So, hi. It's been a while. You might have noticed some differences between this one and my previous videos. Primarily, I'm now running on a Mac because my previous machine kind of died spectacularly. And I also want to now start developing for iPhone and iPad. And it's just easier to carry the MacBook. Yeah, when it all self-imploded, it ruined all my backups as well. So I don't have a copy of any of the existing projects, and I've had to be rebuilding that from scratch, unfortunately. So I'm gonna go through from start to finish this time, setting up a new Unity project, and you'll be able to I'll commit stuff regularly. So then there is a public GitHub link. That's not what I wanted to do. How to use Safari. There you go. There is a public GitHub link. That I'll be posting the actual project on, and all the updates that are associated going with that. So that's one. What am I going to be covering this time? I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to wing it as I'm going along. But for the actual videos that are staying on Facebook, not Facebook, YouTube. Why Facebook? The actual videos that are going to be staying on YouTube, they're going to be broken up into individual sections. Yeah, so that's the plan-ish. And the only reason why I'm starting this up again properly, I say properly, I'm hoping properly, is because I promised a friend I'd help her with stuff. Yay me. Yeah, I guess let's get started. Create a new empty 3D project. I'm going to also change back to monodevelop, I think, because it's currently not set to monodevelop. Where's preferences? No. There. External tools. Okay, good. Monodevelop. Huh, it doesn't have Visual Studio Code. Oh well. Okay. So I think I'm going to just dive into gameplay stuff rather than dealing with menus and stuff, because I always procrastinate with menus, and that's usually a good thing for when you're down or bored or, yeah, either or. So I think I'll start with gameplay stuff. This is not going to be networked. I cannot stress this enough. This is not going to be online networked. I guess this can be local networked. I've set up 2 local multiplayer games in about an hour and a half, like the base framework, recently. So I don't know. We'll see. It could just be a complete single player stuff. It's going to still be single player. Let's leave it single player. Let's keep it simple. I'm going to quickly set up a folder structure. because I'll be annoyed with myself if I don't. No. Create folder. Prefabs. They should still work on Windows. It's going to be as cross-platform as possible. Like, yeah. Art, resources, scripts. I think that's everything I need for now. Just open the C# project as well. So I can start monodevelop for probably the first time I've ever used the thing. Oh, I'm hungry. Damn it. Okay, so I guess I'm a player, but I'm going to create it in a way that it's like it uses rapid application development. So I'm going to be using a lot of prototyping placeholders without creating terrains or whatever initially, because that's just the way I like to program, and it's easier to program, and I've been working that way in the indie studio I've been at. So import package, prototyping, import. Okay, so we should have standard assets, prototyping, prefabs. There's a floor somewhere. Start with that. Center it. And steps. Steps are always fun to work with. Center the steps. It's just going to be a super quick demo scene, like prototyping scene. Cubes. It's a bit big. That's better. To get it to snap, it's Command on Mac, or I believe it's Control on Windows, if I remember correctly. It's Control. Prototype. Select all of them. Car shadows on. Directional light. Okay. So I guess the first step is to create like a character. Now, as I want to like help a friend with basics, I'm going to start off with not creating one myself so much as it's going to be created with the standard assets. So I'm going to just collapse these bits a bit. And I'm going to remove rollable and third-person character. So I'm only wanting the first-person character, I think. Depends what type of game am I making. Over the shoulder. Well, I made a simple inventory bar recently, so I guess it could have something to do with inventory. Shooter, generic, first person. Screw it, it's first person. Keep it simple. Import. Just going to mildly annoy me. So create an empty game object, center it, and that's just going to be like the world container. All, no, 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 world. So standard assets, characters, first person controller, prefabs, and we're going to use the rigid body first person controller. And set that to 0, -6. And rotate the thing. Okay, that's a nice start off. We will not need that. Oh, I should also note I'll be replacing the videos as I'm going along. I can't remember whether I already mentioned that or not. But yeah, I'll be replacing the videos as I'm going. Yeah, okay. Set that tag to be player. Player. And just so we don't break the original, I'm going to create a prefab of the player. So now already should be able to walk up steps. Yeah, just walk around, jump, fall off, not get back up there. So something simple. I got a bit stuck. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, so I guess the first thing is to create like a weapon or a player. Well, I guess both. So under scripts, create C#. It's going to be called player. And let's also go ahead and create one called weapon. Okay. It's going to show me any solution. Scripts and player. Okay, so player's going to have health. How am I going to do this? Public health get set. No, I'm not going to do it that way. Just keep it extremely simple. Health equals 100. Public max health is equal to 100. I am missing types. Public const int. It's int const. You idiot. Int com. You know, public int max health. Public int health. Yeah, it is public constant. And that's max health. Okay, let's try that. Okay. Hopefully that's left buffering momentarily. Okay, max health, max health. Public weapon, current weapon. Where on? Public transform where on mount point. So public int that really should be private. Private int current ammo. Public const int max ammo. So the difference between private and public. Private are variables and functions or classes or structs which can only be seen from within that scope. So current ammo can only be accessed from this weapon class, but max ammo can be accessed from any class such as the player class we've just created. And that goes the same with functions. Public constant max ammo is equal to 400. Private and current ammo is 150, 250, 300. No, current. Let's say current ammo is max ammo. I'm just missing Visual Studio already. Max ammo. Private int clip size is 50. And that's going to be a serialized field. So it shows up in the inspector. We will not need that yet, but we're just going to have a public void fire. Okay. Now it can be private. And there can just be a public void apply damage float amount, and all that is health minus equals amount void die if health is less than 0, less than or equal to 0, then die. There. And for a weapon, all we're going to give it is a cube. I say it's a cube, it's a scaled cube. Okay, and that's going to be the weapon. I wouldn't even need a mount point. No, we'll need the mount point. Create empty. Not the directional light, the weapon. Put that there. Bring the weapon back to 0, 0, 0. It's going to be weapon mount. Okay. So, player has an error in it. It's a very stupid error. Because health should be a float. And that should be a float. And the weapon. Weapon. So current weapon drags in there, and the weapon mount point drags in there. Save the scene. That's the folder I didn't create, scenes. Test. Okay. So void update. If input dot get button down fire 1, then current weapon dot fire. Not entirely sure what it's complaining up to me about. Let's go to simple current weapon. Oh, bracket. Okay, so under fire, private, I enumerator, fire, private bool is firing, is false. Oh, we also need a firing, right? Public. It can be private but serialized. Serialized field, private int fire rate. So let's say it fires 12 rounds a second. 12 rounds a second. Fire yield return new, wait for seconds, and that's going to be fire rate divided by 1 divided by 60. Yeah, fire rate divided by 60. Instantiate. We don't have the bullet prefab, so that's another thing. public game object bullet prefab instantiate bullet prefab transform and spawn point is what we also need. So public transform bullet spawn point bullet spawn point dot position bullet spawn point dot rotation and is firing is true and is firing is false. If is not firing, start coroutine IE fire. We also need a bullet script. Public float speed 50 and update transform dot translate, keep it simple, vector transform dot forward times speed times time delta time. Three object sphere. This sphere is going to be the bullet. And just for differentiation's sake, let's make bullet yellow. And for lols, let's make the gun pink. Okay, so the bullet needs the bullet script. And we need to prefab that. So, another weapon, drag in the bullet, prefab, and we'll also need to create an empty game object on the weapon. Forward to about here. It's going to be bullet spawn location. The weapon, drag in the spawn point, delete the bullet from the scene, save said scene. Now it should work. Let's just change that to vector 3. Also, let's just change the weapon mount to the camera. Let's also change the velocity down a bit so we can see what's actually going on. Change that to 5. It is reversed by the looks of things. Yay! The simple fix for this would be just that. There you go. And because it's supposed to be semi-automatic, let's just change this to be, instead of get button down, just be get button. Save. So now when we play it, it's like a mini assault rifle. It shoots yellow spheres, which is an amazing place to start off. Okay, so that's like basic setup. I'm quickly going to go have something to eat because I'm really, really hungry. But I shall be back. Oh, and just so you guys have the Unity project, I'm going to commit this to GitHub as soon as I quickly check the version control stuff, version control modes, visible meta files, serialization mode, false text, save, file, save project, the source tree, uncommitted changes, assets, no library file. I don't want the library file. Open current version. Let's try that. There we go. Control Shift A. No, Command. Control Shift Plus. That's another thing. Add to index. Commit. Initial Unity project. Update it. Fixed get ignore. Initial Unity project. Able to run around and shoot an automatic weapon without restrictions. Push changes directly and commit. Yeah, close. So now, if you head to GitHub, which I believe I don't have a window open for anymore, oh no, I do. It's a I can't see it at all. Oh, it's at the top. Unity tutorials. You'll be able to either download it as a zip file as it currently is or what you can do is you can basically clone it to your desktop using the GitHub client, which will probably be the easiest thing unless you already know how to use source control. You'll be able to clone it, and then every time I commit, you can then pull those changes instead of having to always re-download a zip file. But GitHub has GitHub Quick Start E has GitHub Desktop. Is what I want. So it's just this small thing, which will do for what you guys are kind of wanting for. Yeah, so you'll be able to clone it and see what's going on, basically. I think that's it for now. Options. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's everything. So I shall see you later today, where I'll pick this up, and also hopefully sort out the streaming quality, which I know has been a bit hit and miss. So see you in a bit.